Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your daily dose of zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today, where we've got a lot to talk about across the zombies mode, from the hunt for new Easter eggs on Liberty Falls, TREYARCH'S Mob of the Dead Mixup in Black Ops 6, this one is pretty crazy, and a very surprising find within the code of the game related to the classic zombies mode we expect to be released as DLC in this game. So without further ado, let's kick things right off with our first story of the day. The very first major event within Black Ops 6 is scheduled to go live soon. It's called the Hit List. They revealed it at Season 1. It's now appeared in the game menus, but thanks to a new leak, we now know what the rewards are and what you have to do in zombies in order to earn them. So the event awards will be a Big Plans loading screen, the elimination game calling card, the evidence emblem, the targeted charm, and lastly the power drill melee weapon. In order to earn all that content, all you've got to do is take down 5,000 zombies to earn all of the awards for the event, with especially the power drill looking like it's going to be a lot of fun to use in this mode. Beyond that, it seems like there's also some community awards, something the entire community has to achieve in order for them to unlock for everybody. They seem to be a new weapon, the Siren 9mm, the hand cannon score streak, which you can craft in zombies, and the buffer weight stock, which I assume is an attachment for some weapon. So overall, pretty decent awards for the very first event, and I'm very glad that we seem to be able to accomplish everything we need to earn the rewards exclusively in zombies. So you won't have to be hopping over to multiplayer or Warzone at all if you don't want to for this event. Next up, let's talk about the ongoing hunt for a new Easter egg on Liberty Falls, where when Season 1 released, a prominent leaker in the zombies community looked into the code and seemed to discover that a new side Easter egg had been added into the map that likely rewards you with a free pack-a-punched weapon from the mystery box. Now, alongside the release of Season 1, the directed mode released as well, in which all of the side Easter eggs are disabled. So players were hopping into the directed mode to try to find the new Easter eggs by omission, right? Like if some map object isn't on the directed mode version of Liberty Falls, but it exists on the regular map, that's probably related to an Easter egg because all side Easter eggs are disabled in the directed mode. So some players over on Reddit noticed that one of the best leads we had to this side Easter egg was this right here. The stuffed deer heads within the Godwin's attic store within the spawn room of the map seem to be disappearing for players, with them not appearing even on the max detail setting, meaning that it is likely connected to a side Easter egg. Now, it's important to note that they seem to only disappear for certain players at certain times. Players that are reporting them missing are always on higher rounds within the directed mode, whereas when I hopped in to check if they're still there on round 1, they are. The other lead that has been talked about a bunch on Liberty Falls, if you're ever playing the map, you look up into the sky or sitting on certain buildings are a bunch of birds. Well, Treyarch of the past is very fond of using birds for Easter eggs within zombies map. The Blood of the Dead Easter egg in Black Ops 4 basically revolved around one, but some of them still do appear on the directed mode, meaning that they're probably not connected to the side Easter egg if they're involved in them at all. So it seems like the best two leads the community has to solve this Easter egg, the deer heads within Godwin's attic and the birds around the map, have a pretty decent chance to not be connected to the final egg. So if you've played Liberty Falls a bunch in Black Ops 6 and you do play directed mode, definitely keep your eye out for anything that should be there but isn't. It might be the key to solving this new Easter egg. Okay, next up, recently it was leaked once again that the classic zombies mode, which has been talked about for a while within Black Ops 6, is still in the files as of Season 1, likely waiting an expected release date sometime soon. Now, this classic zombies mode will likely simplify the mode within this game a lot to try to make it more like the classic zombies games of old, with the likely elimination of things like zombies health bars, rarity of weapons, multiple pack-a-punch tiers. It'll probably include the old point system too, but the other thing it will likely include is the Wunderfizz Machine, which in this game operates just like it does in Cold War, which lets you choose and drink any specific perk you want after round 25. Well, the Wunderfizz in the prior games didn't operate like that, giving you one random perk at a time. Well, recently it seems like the OG Wunderfizz Machine was added back into Black Ops 6, with code strings that have it operating just like the mystery box does, where instead of giving you a random weapon, here it will give you a random perk, just like in the original Zombies games. I would expect Treyarch to release this classic zombies mode probably as a limited time mode, here for a while, then gone forever. We know that the next game-wide event after the hit list will probably be a zombie-specific themed event, so maybe they'll release it along with the new map. Next up, I gotta say, this one is kind of crazy, and I'm not sure if Treyarch did this intentionally or if somebody at Treyarch goofed up by mistake. But Sean, over on Twitter, he's a gifted custom zombies map maker, tweeted out that my remaster for Mob of the Dead has been used as a loading screen in Black Ops 6. Thank you, Treyarch. And you know what? It seems he is right. Where if you hop in game, the prestige reward that rewards you with the Mob of the Dead loading screen actually comes from a trailer for a Black Ops 3 custom zombies map, Sean's Mob of the Dead remaster for Black Ops 3, where you can pinpoint the exact moment that was screen grabbed by whoever decided to put this loading screen in the game to be used as a prestige reward within Black Ops 6. Now, I don't know if the dev at Treyarch just used this screen as inspiration, or if it's just straight up like an altered screenshot with a bit more bloom in it. There's a decent chance the dev that put it in the game thought it was just a regular Treyarch Zombies map because the quality looks so darn good. Now, that does basically mean that this loading screen is the very first custom Zombies map to be officially featured by Treyarch in one of their games. When OG Zombies YouTuber Pro Syndicate asked Sean about this, if Treyarch reached out to him at all, he said that they didn't reach out, but they do own the rights to everything made with their mod tools, so they didn't really need to. I think it's really cool regardless. Just a very cool story, and if you want to play the loading screen from Black Ops 6, the Mob of the Dead custom map for Black Ops 3 will release on December the 5th on the Steam Workshop. Next up, Treyarch released a new game update that finally addressed some of the movement problems players were experiencing in Zombies after the latest update, where they say that they addressed an issue where players could not reload while tack sprinting. But they do acknowledge that they haven't totally fixed this problem yet, saying that they have identified multiple issues with reloading and player movement in Zombies. A fix for the player being unable to reload while tack sprinting has gone live in this update, while slow down in speed when reloading while sprinting is still being investigated. So if you are feeling slow when playing Black Ops 6 Zombies, especially when reloading, it's not just a you thing, Treyarch hasn't fixed it yet. As an additional update, anybody that bought this bundle within the COD store that included the kill counter weapon charm that experienced some major problems whenever the kill counter reached 1,000 because it just wasn't programmed to do that for whatever reason. Treyarch says that they have now fixed this in the latest update, so feel free to use the charm at your own leisure. Well, that wraps up the news today, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, consider hitting that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm really excited to see if one of you guys will be the one to find the new side Easter egg on Liberty Falls, but until that time comes, I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies news update tomorrow. Peace!